I'm Dr. Truesdale. I'm a double board certified facial plastic surgeon and I work in Beverly Hills, California. Forget what you know. I'm here to show you the real. What is it really like to be a plastic surgeon? What is it really like to take someone back in time? To make them look different, to make them look prettier, or just to give them a boost of confidence with a subtle enhancement. I perform anything in the face. I mean, I do it all. Hair surgery, facelifts, nose surgery, anything that you can think of to make a person's face or neck look different, that's my jam. I'm pulling back the curtain on my practice to show you the real people, the real procedures, and the real results. This is about real life journeys, inspiring transformations, and the power of feeling confident in your own skin. We'll explore everything from subtle enhancements to life-changing transformations. I'm gonna share my story, the stories of my patients who've entrusted me with their faces and their dreams. Almost no one knows how stressful my job is, but the moment when someone sees their new reflection, that's why I do this. Because changing someone's face can change their whole life. This is beyond the surface. Whenever I'm doing any kind of surgery, I always think about the support systems because it's a journey both mentally as well as physically. The more support that a person has, whether that's internal support, if they've got a lot of resilience, or if they've got family members on their side, I tend to find that those people recover and just have an easier kind of situation. Because when things are hard, and inevitably, even if things go smoothly, it's still an adjustment, it's still hard. They have an extra people to kind of bounce off of, and it always makes things a little bit better. So I always tell patients, I always encourage them, please tell a loved one or a family member or a friend about what you're doing so that you have someone to lean on when things might get tough. Also, bring your own resilience and your smile to the day of surgery because positive energy really does make you heal a whole lot better.
Good morning. Thank you for calling Dr. Truesdale's office. My name is Cleo. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking? Hi, how are you?
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the office. Good to see you in person. We can hug it out.
Oh, nice to
It's going to be a
see
lot
you.
of hugs where that came from. So make yourself comfortable.
Awesome.
So let's talk about the plan. So our next patient is Cheryl. She's an amazing patient. We had a virtual consultation. She lives in Illinois, and so she's 56 years young, and she wants to come to California for some facial rejuvenation. She's a school teacher, and she's bothered by some signs of aging, so I'm gonna help her with that.
My name is Cheryl Rainwater, and I'm from Illinois, and I'm a teacher. And I have 3 daughters, and I've been teaching for many years, and I'm just excited to be here and meet Dr. Truesdale.
So I know you've been through a lot. So hopefully this is something that's gonna help you rediscover. I can already tell you're very beautiful already. We're just gonna take the years off. Does that sound good?
Sounds good to me.
So I'm gonna give you the mirror. Rehash for me what your goal is for the surgery, how you wanna feel, how you wanna look. And then we'll talk about the different surgical plans.
Okay. So I have 3 daughters, and my middle daughter, Lexi, who lives in New York, she's getting married in Tuscany, Italy next summer. And I felt like this is the perfect time to do this and have, you know, a refreshed face. And my daughters are all really excited for me, and I think it'll be awesome. This has always bothered me. Mm-hmm. And then I lost some weight, and so it became, instead of, you know what I mean, it just became more of a little hangy. I don't like it. So that's the thing that got me first.
Okay.
And then it was kind of like, well, just eyes, you know, just having the extra skin. I wanted to freshen that up and just freshen the whole face up. Mm-hmm. So I figured if I was doing this, I should probably go ahead and do.
Complete the canvas.
Yeah.
It makes sense. I mean, the face ages as like a complete unit, the upper, lower, face, and neck.
Yeah.
And it would look, honestly, if you came to my office and you were like, listen, I just want to do my neck, I would actually tell you no. Because it would look unbalanced. It would look ridiculous. Let's see. So if you look in the mirror, all of this is just loose muscle, right? This is called the platysma. And there's one on this side and one on this side, and yours is fallen. Mm-hmm. And when you used to be a little bit bigger, it was a little bit more covered with fat and plump. And so it didn't look as kind of crepey and wiggly. So what I'm gonna do is bring this up. What do you think? It's gonna come up. She's a beautiful canvas. She has a beautiful understructure, but obviously some ages happened to her. So we're planning on performing a brow lift, a upper blepharoplasty, a CO2 laser, a lip lift, face and neck lift, and some fat transfer. She's gonna get a new sheet of fresh baby skin, as well as her jawline back and all of that laxity taken completely out of her face. She's gonna look amazing.
What?
No way. Dr. Truesdale just sent me a video and it looks exactly like mine, but it's a different doctor.
What video?
No, literally, it's the same exact video and another doctor here in Beverly Hills that also does facial plastic surgery. Look. It's their best performing video too. I don't even know I've never heard of this name before, but it's their best performing video.
Let's talk.
No, I don't even care about everything else he says. It's just like, hey, tag us. I mean,
It looks so good.
So there's actually an area that's under there that you pull together.
Yes, so I do a lot of different little things. So I make a little incision, I separate the skin from the muscle so that I can do whatever I want with the muscle. There's another layer of fat that's under that muscle. You probably have some in that space. And then if I need to, I trim and shape the muscles that are there and any kind of extra tissue that's there, like the gland or anything like that. I bring those muscles together like a hammock so they can support under the basically the floor of the mouth. And then I take the muscles from the side and bring them up this way. So everything is just shrink wrapped up. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sculpt it internally. So this is the neck lift part of our surgery, okay? The facelift part takes care of all the laxity in the face. So all of this comes up, okay? And that just looks already amazing and beautiful. When we do that together, so neutral face, no smile. So when we do this and we do that, I mean, you're already looking like your daughter. Yeah. So that's the one piece, is lifting the face and the neck. I know we also spoke about lifting the lip.
Yes.
Look in the mirror for me. This is my first time seeing you in person, so turn towards me, actually. And then gently open your mouth. Good. I don't want to do too much because you already have a little bit of tooth show. If you look in the mirror, so you already have some tooth show. But over time, that distance gets longer. And so I think, you know, if we brought it up just a few millimeters, look in the mirror. Tell me if you like the way that something like that looks. First that. Did you see the
Try that
difference?
again. I couldn't see the difference on that.
A little bit more like that. Versus that.
Yeah.
Make it
I just,
subtle.
that's one thing I was kind of worried about, was I just didn't want
Too much.
Yeah.
No Bugs Bunny, right?
Exactly.
Like you can't be walking around like this.
No.
So, and the thing is, that's a permanent surgery. So we do not want to get that wrong. We do not want to remove too much because I can't put the skin back. So for Cheryl, I'm going to be lifting her brows, bringing them up to a nice neutral position. So over time, our brows fall and we get a little bit, you know, heavy lids. It contributes to the extra skin above our eye. So I'm gonna brighten up her eyes by basically bringing that tissue up. I'm also going to take care of the extra skin that's hooding over her creases of her eyes and a little bit of extra skin under her eyelid as well. Her lip has gotten a little long over time, so really doing a nice beautiful lip lift will show a little bit more teeth. It will show a nice beautiful arch. She's going to love it. The CO2 laser is going to resurface her skin. It's going to take her skin back years and years and years, decades, and then that beautiful face and neck lift is going to give that laxity, take it completely away. It's gonna give her years back. It's gonna look amazing.
What about, you know, I talked to you about the scar
Yes.
that I had from childhood and this mole here from birth or whatever.
Let's talk about it. Can I feel?
Yeah.
So we're also doing the laser. So the laser will help with the scar and it can help smooth that mole a little bit. Ultimately, if we wanted to make that mole go completely away, given how raised it is, I would probably need to excise it, which I can if you want me to.
Oh. Yeah.
It's been with you for, like I always ask people because like
She's
moles,
always hated that one.
Oh really?
Yeah.
well,
I always ask people before I take moles and birthmarks off because some people feel very connected to them.
No, the location of this one, no.
Okay.
My mom, as a child, my mom always tried to, she thought it was dirt or something. She was always trying to,
She just didn't have a
Wipe it off.
scalpel.
yeah, she was always just like trying to like clean my face. I'm like, it's permanent.
Okay, yeah, I'll smooth it out. I don't want to do too much because then it creates a scar and I can definitely make it softer and smoother.
Okay.
The other thing with the laser, since we're talking about it, if you look in the mirror, all of this texture, right? Especially what we call the smoker lines. I know you're not a smoker.
I'm not a smoker.
But
straw. I use a straw.
straws.
Stop using
right?
Stop using a straw because
You can use a straw again. So I'm getting ready for Cheryl's surgery and I'm very excited because she's gonna look completely transformed. Now, she is gonna have a CO2 laser, so I've already prepared her and her daughter about looking a little swollen, a little crazy, a little crispy for a little bit, but she's ready. Her daughter lives here in LA, so she's got a nice support system, and then I'm gonna take good care of her. She's gonna go back home looking years younger.
after I do all this, I know that there's probably some maintenance I need to do, yes? And
For your
what do you
skin.
suggest?
Yeah, we're gonna go through all that.
Okay.
The skin is the maintenance piece. The deeper structures, there's really nothing you need to do. There's really nothing you can do.
Okay.
Because I'm resetting. I'm gonna be removing probably about 2 inches of skin from each side of your face. So that's gone. The muscles are lifted and they're gonna be sewn into place and then they'll scar.
And then how long does it
tightening
last?
the muscles. Like you're gonna cut part of the muscle off and tighten it.
Yeah, and lift it and move it. What I'm doing is I'm moving everything back to where it was in 2000, the year 2000. Yeah,
When I was
So I'm gonna look 15 years younger.
more.
You're gonna look like when I was born.
More. You're gonna look more
I
than
love
15
you.
years younger. Hey, Nurse Jess, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Yourself?
Good. Good.
Looks like you're healing.
I'm healing. My face healing a little faster than my neck. But it's only been a week.
Yeah.
And I can tell my skin's getting smoother, so
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm glad it's a big purchase, but I'm really glad now we have that laser. We're going to treat all skin types. As before, just didn't really have an option for people.
Totally. And this one's strong.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
Yeah, your
since
skin
it's
does
photo-
look better. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, since it's photoacoustic, it doesn't deliver heat, so dark skin tones can tolerate and have like a really strong, effective treatment. This laser.
People have been waiting for that for a long time.
I've been getting messages
Yeah.
about it.
Oh, really?
For the stories
Good
that
stuff.
I was posting. Yeah.
Nice. You've been training the nurses too? The new nurses?
Mm-hmm. There's
Yeah.
Rachel and there's Q. They're both like really quick learners. They'll be just fine.
Good.
So it's just a matter of like just seeing more like all the variety of things that we do, and then just getting.
Do you remember
more.
being in their shoes?
I do.
Yeah?
I do. Yeah.
A lot has changed. I mean, you're coming up on what? Your third
Coming
year?
up on my 3rd year.
That's why.
I know.
So it's the night before my surgery. I'm getting ready to go to bed, take off this makeup and go to bed. And I just wanted to hop on here. I'm very excited about the surgery, most excited about seeing the results here soon. Have a little bit of anxiety, but other than that, I think I'll get some rest and tomorrow's a big day.
Cheryl had not an easy recovery. We did a CO2 laser and then a bunch of surgery. So during that recovery process, she actually had a little bit of psoriasis actually that flared up. So this can happen whenever you traumatize the skin or whenever you're post-surgery. Any autoimmune conditions can really kind of flare up. So we had to manage that. She had some itching. We gave her some cream. It got better. But sometimes it's not as easy as we want it to be. Sometimes it's a little bit more challenging. But in her case, we were able to get through that, and now she's looking amazing. So Cheryl came all the way back to LA from Illinois for her follow-up. It's been 1 month since surgery, a little bit more than a month. Can't wait to see how amazing she looks because I've seen a couple photos here and there that she sent the office, but in person, really, she's just gonna look drop dead gorgeous. There she is, 7 weeks, hello.
It's so good to see
Welcome
you.
back to LA. So good. How do you feel?
I feel great.
I could dance right now.
I feel like
so good.
I
Look
feel
at this.
wonderful. I think it was one of the things I thought about for myself for like the past several years, doing something for my neck. And then when I talked to Dr. Truesdale, you can't just really just do the neck and not do the face too. You know, I'm 56, and so I think it was just a lot of it. What inspired me, I think, more was my youngest daughter, who was always encouraging me to do something for myself like that. And I know for several years she'd be like, "Oh, I think you should do that. I think you should do that." And I finally was like, "Yeah." And so I'm so glad that I did.
So Cheryl, thankfully, you know, she's from out of town, but she has a family support system here in LA. So her daughter has been accompanying her to all of her visits as well as her consultation. So, you know, having her come back to LA just gives her another excuse to just kind of check in on her daughter. And it's all about family here. So that's amazing.
The first day was really scary. I was a little emotional, and it was like, it's just weird seeing like your mom like in like a vulnerable state. So that was upsetting, and like after that I like kind of got used to it. She just kind of like looked like my like little Frankenstein that just is like in my bedroom. I get like scared and be like, oh my god. But over time, like it healed up and it got less scary, and it just like, obviously I was like worried that it like wasn't gonna look like my mom, but like she looks just like my mom. It's funny because like I feel like I'm 10 years old again.
I went on a date Sunday, but all my pictures on my profile are still my old photos.
You gotta update.
I know, but he still picked me. He still picked me.
Well, then he's gonna pick you even more.
Exactly.
Was he surprised? Because it's funny because people say it's like catfishing. You know?
Yeah, I know, they were like, you can't, but the opposite way is like, you get better. But
you're better than that.
I had told him because I knew that I looked, you know, better or whatever, obviously. But no, yeah, he looked beautiful.
You look beautiful,
So, yeah,
even more beautiful. So that's like a reverse catfish.
It
that's
is. Like you think you're getting this.
You think you're getting this,
but you're getting the new improved. You're getting the new improved. Yeah, I catfished him.
I love that. So we get to see a lot with plastic surgery. Sometimes we see how they recover. Sometimes it's things that we kind of go through and gets better over time. But sometimes it really strengthens the bonds of family and the things that, you know, the relationships that we have. Cheryl was able to lean into her daughter, Kendall, who lives out here in Los Angeles. And they've really been able to bond by her newfound beautification experience. Her daughter and Cheryl are doing their makeup together. They're really kind of connecting over her new look. They're going out. You know, basically she's enjoying and accepting her new life, her new face, which is really the best thing that I can experience. Your itching is better?
Oh yeah,
Good.
I'm way more comfortable.
Yeah, your face, you look so beautiful.
Thank you.
Honestly. I knew it was there.
Thank
I
you.
could see this.
I know that's what I was saying earlier. It's like when I saw that you were actually an artist, like you draw, paint. Is it drawing, painting, both?
Drawing and painting,
yeah. Because I was like, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. Because I remember you talking about how you could like visualize it and see it before, and that's art.
Then it really is. Let's look together in the mirror so we can just review everything. Okay. I want to look closely. So the brow lift up here. So remember this area, the little hairs are gonna grow through this scar. It might still be a little numb. Is it still a little numb up here?
Yeah.
That sensation will return. It can take upwards of 6 to 9 months.
All the little tingling that I feel. Yeah.
That's waking up.
But that's, it's way better.
The facelift, look here. So the incision, you can already see, is really, really well hidden. Right, the jawline, super etched out. You had that hanging skin and muscle, right? The cheek is nice and lifted. Your eyelid's more open. That fat that was bulging out is more smooth. Overall, the skin texture is just better. You look stunning.
Love it. Thank you.
Honestly, you look amazing. Yeah.
Thank you. I think I picked the right doctor.
Thank you.
I appreciate it so much. So after having this surgery, my plans, I don't think my plans have changed. I'm gonna retire in a few years, and my plan is just to travel. I wanna travel and go to Europe too. I've been to Greece, but I wanna do more traveling and spend time with my family, and one day become a grandmother, the young, hip grandmother. Have to do your research and make sure you find someone who does the kind of work that you want to do. And so for me, Dr. Truesdale was able to give me that refreshed look without making me look too pulled, or I don't know how to explain it, but it's more of a natural. I feel like it's a more natural look, but exactly the results that I personally would want.
I'd say, I don't know. I'd say her biggest change is probably her confidence. And I hope it's like even more than what it already is. And I just hope that, you know, keeps going and that she loves it.
On the next episode of Beyond the Surface.
I am hoping to see the transformation from the saggy skin to the radiant me again.
And then the major thing is the face and neck lift. So like you've seen on my Instagram,